How's that? How's that? Anyone? Sound? Now sound? Okay. I'm so good at this. It's my calling. So yes, hi again. My name is Heather. I am filling in for Allison at Beading Dreams because she is in Tucson buying all the shiny things, and it's amazing, and I can't wait till she gets back with the things, and also because she'll be back. Thank you. It's 2, and tonight I'm going to be working on layering necklaces. So, yeah, I wore layered necklaces, and Corvus was smart enough to suggest that that be the tutorial. So that's what I'm doing. So anyone who likes to wear more than one necklace, because why decide on just one? Why not decide on everything at once? If you would like to do that, then I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to make that work for you. Besides just making all your necklaces the exact tiered length that you need, because that's a given, you know, if you want. So without further ado, let's see if I can figure out the hand cam. So I have brought a whole bunch. No hand cam. Okay, goody. Okay, I don't know how to plug in the hand cam. This is fun. I'm the best. Let me try that again. Nope. Okay, so no hand cam today. That's all right. I will just hold things up. That's going to make for a super exciting tutorial, and I will try to get tech support from Allison. Hold on, let me text her. So thanks for being with me. Thanks for the support, even though this is the most professional thing that you've ever seen on the internet. Thanks, Sharon. I love to see all of you. I'm so sorry this is weird. All right, texted the tech support. Let's see if she gets it. So anyway, I brought a bunch of necklaces that I want to be able to wear. Yes, we are always professional, especially when we sell dicks. So I have these 2 necklaces, which I specifically wore together just because I love them both. And I've got this little tiny little crystal smile style necklace, and then a charm necklace that's sitting right underneath it. And then I've got this other necklace that I have that I already have an extender chain on. Obviously an extender chain, just like Words Tech, is absolutely hard, yes. So yes, I get that. So I really am a professional, smart, talented human, just not at the things that make me look like it on the internet. So I've got an extender chain already on this particular necklace. An extender chain is always a good secret to making necklaces layer nicely, because you can make your necklace whatever length you want. And these that I am wearing both have extender chains on them. So that is part of how you get things to, yeah, right? I mean, I'm so used to performing, but not like this. And also everything's backwards. So these both have extender chains on them already, and this one, I wanted to wear my little evil eye pendant because I like a little pop of color, and all I've got is the polka dots, black and white polka dots. It's my power shirt. So since this one already has an extender chain, I'm going to just use the extender chain that's already on it. But what if you have a necklace that doesn't actually have an extender chain already on it? Yes, I will. And I am going to have to hold them up to the camera. It is, see? I will be right back because I forgot to grab chains because everything it was chaos here today. It was nutball crazy. And yeah. All right, BRB. Bye. Love you. Did you miss me? Cute other noises in the background. Uh-oh, what was I doing? Was that when I said, bye, I love you to Jane? So, when you have a necklace that does not have an extender chain on it, you can fix that and make it removable. And I love this trick, just love this trick, because you can have extender chains of different lengths that you can also put on. So, no, there are other people here.
Oh, sorry.
I was not talking to all by myself. I was talking to the lovely ladies here. Sorry about the lag. Everyone else experiencing it? I can't tell because to me it's happening right now. And where is this? Oh, there it is. Thank you, Havoc. So if you have some chain that you want to make into an extender, try closing the window and opening it back up. Sometimes that fixes it. So if you want to add an extender to a necklace, first of all, you have to make sure you have the right kind of clasp, because if you have, say, a toggle clasp, that is not going to work for extenders. To make a toggle extender, you still can do that, but what you need is essentially two of that toggle, and you need to put one end of the like the bar end and the loop end on either end of the chain, and then you just I was not. I have had nothing at all. No. Yes, the old CD players with the anti-skip definitely still skipped. But you can absolutely make a toggle extender. You just need to have two of the same toggle. So you can absolutely do that. And actually, if you have a beaded necklace, that's a really fun way of making a decorative extender. So you can make just a short piece of the beaded piece and end with the toggle, and then just fasten each side where it would go. Don't you love this interpretive dance since I don't have a hand cam? Good thing I did all the dancing, right? Who knew it would come in so handy with jewelry making? So if you have a lobster claw, or if you have a hook, yes, I'm essentially saying make a short piece that looks like a tiny bracelet, and then not connect the two toggles to each other. So what you would do is make a separate piece that has the toggle closures on each end, and then you would attach the bar on that to the toggle on your existing necklace, and vice versa. Well, I'm glad I could help, Keiko. I'm so glad you all are here with me. I've had a lot of weird questions today, and they're gonna be more all night. That's what I'm doing. So anyway, if you are making an extender chain that, or yeah, a removable extender chain, I love these because seriously, if you need anything, because sometimes extender chains are expensive. I mean, I don't know if you've checked the price of gold filled chain lately, but sorry, I'm doing some tech support for HandCam. Let's see, did that work? Nope, still no. I will figure it out between streams. Hand cam mic was on? I'll figure it out between streams. I don't need to do it right now because I am on the internet. You can hear me and I've got interpretive dance on my side, right? We okay with this? Have we agreed that we can muddle through for now until the real boss? Do we have any? Oh no, that's okay. Well, I'll delete that later. So anyway, back to chain. So chain, the bigger chains are expensive, especially if you're looking at gold filled or carat gold or something like that. And one way that you can save a little bit of money is make yourself, you know, say a 1-inch and a 2-inch and a 3-inch and a 4-inch extender chain, and then you can clip them onto your necklaces and reuse them. So you don't have to have, yay, spirit fingers. So you don't have to have a chain attached to each one of your necklaces, which is wonderful because seriously, that adds up. You know, you buy 3 feet of chain to make extender chains and it's $30 a foot, and you've got $90 making your things longer when you could buy a foot of chain and have that for all of your necklaces. So I like to use with, and this is going to be hard to show because it's so small, but I will try to use, it's so small and I've got the little stubby fingers, but spring rings, the little circle clasp, these are wonderful for adding the extender chain on, partly because they are very low profile, they're inexpensive, and you can also get them with an open loop at the base of them, which means you don't need extra parts to put the loop on the chain. So here's a little interpretive dance I always like to do when I am explaining jump rings, because jump rings are tiny and they tend to be covered by your tools when you are actually doing anything with them. So if you are a jump ring, then you want the opening at the top and you want to put your pliers on each side, and then when you open, you want to open sideways like a gate. You never ever want to do this. This is a dance move. This is not a jump ring. So what it does is I did know, Shaquille. Hi, how are you doing? I have absolutely had red gravy on pasta, yes. I stayed at a friend's house in New Jersey for a while. And her mom could not understand my Southern mom, not one word. Yeah, I don't know what their problem is. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know about maple gravy though. I'm not really down with that. So anyway, jump rings. So when you open it, you want to open it sideways so you can close it back, because if you have someone making a nice perfect little circle for you, you really just want to keep that circle where it is and you don't want to cause a kink in it. Gravy. I can make red eye gravy, but that's actually gravy. So I'm opening the little loop at the base of my spring ring so I can put on my chain, and then I can close it back, and now I can cut this chain to whatever length I want. So I think I'm going to make a 3-inch extender. So now I have a little extender that I can clip on to any necklace that I have that doesn't already. The CEO of this joint is in Tucson, Arizona, shopping for more beads. So you're stuck with me, Shaquille, I'm sorry. Okay, so Corvus. that is a good question. Jump rings are not, she is in fact off buying more dicks with the help of Tallyfet. She's spying it, not laying it. So yes, chat goes off the rails so quickly when I'm involved, no matter what situation. So anyway, that one I can actually kind of blame on Keiko, so thank you for accepting the blame. Jump rings get a bad rap because they can come open. I mean, you never want to crimp to a jump ring, but if you have chain or wire wraps or something like that, you absolutely can use a jump ring. But what's for dinner tonight? I had beans and rice and sour cream, cheese, lettuce, and salsa. That's what I had. And we are having a signature cocktail tonight, which is going to be a bourbon-based cocktail called Is It Summer Yet? And I will explain that when we get on for the tutorial. But I need to finish talking about jump rings so I can get to the tutorial, because there's still so much left to do, and I haven't even pulled beads. So if you have any requests for things that you would like to see at 50% off stream, now's your chance to let me know before I go pull them. So jump rings come in a lot of different sizes, and they come in a lot of different gauges. And the gauge of the, I am going to get sauce tonight. Yes, that's the plan. Not too sauce to drive home, so I can continue there. No mac and cheese. Sorry. So jump rings, the smaller they are, the stronger they are. So I usually default to using 4mm jump rings that are 20 gauge wire. So they are very, very small, but if they will fit, I'm going to hold it in my pliers, you can even see it. So if they fit where you need them, where is the camera? If they will fit where you need them to go, I did not go to college for this. No, and neither did Allison. She was a musical theater major and I was an English major. So this is 20 gauge wire that makes this jump ring, and that is a really good minimum size that I like. Moss agate, I will see if I can find any Corvus. So that's a good minimum size if I am using most things. I made some jump rings today out of 16 gauge wire because I needed something really heavy. And if you are not familiar, wire gauges go backwards. So the larger the number is, the smaller the wire is. And the bigger the number is, no. 26 gauge wire is tiny. 16 gauge wire is big. Yes, you can absolutely make them. And how you make them is you can wrap them around a dowel, or there are bail making pliers or looping pliers that you can get, so you can get a consistent size of coil, and then you would cut the jump rings with your flush cutters. So in order to cut jump rings, I have to use I don't know. I have to use my flush cutters because these cut with, so they cut with a very nice, clean, flat cut on one side, whereas these are not flush cutters. These cut with kind of a wedge-shaped point. So flush cutters are what you want to use when you're making jump rings. But jump rings, as long as they are heavy enough gauge and as long as they are closed well, are actually very, very sturdy, especially if they're small. The bigger the jump ring is, the more risk you have of it coming open, because then the ratio of the size of the wire, or the gauge of the wire, to the size of the circle is not, it gets weaker as it gets bigger. So any more questions about that, Corvus? Yes, no, maybe? Oh shoot, my stabby thing is over on the table. Jenny, are you over on the table?
Over here, yeah.
Can you see my awl that has a green handle?
Oh, a green handle.
Pokey stabby thing.
Oh.
It's stabalicious. I need it because sometimes I need to make holes in things. Sure, excellent. Glad I could help.
Not this.
Oh,
here it is. Got it.
thank you. Stabby thing.
Thank you.
So, stabby thing. This is an awl. I use this a whole lot. And this is wonderful if you are using a jump ring in a chain, because sometimes chain links are oval and you can't fit your jump ring in them if they're oval, so you need to round them out a little bit so you can fit a bigger jump ring in them. So I am going to stick this in a loop and make the loop bigger. It sounded murdery. I mean, I am not quite feeling murdery, but there were moments. Not as, so I've been lucky this week. I haven't had near I haven't had nearly as many times when I've really wanted to grab my awl and make something happen, but everyone has been pretty nice. It cracks me up that I've been working here for this long and I am one of the faces of the store, and people will come in and say, "Where's that other girl?" Every time. It's just, how long is long? Something was poked. It was poked. I poked the stick thing into the hole and wiggled it around until the right things happened. So how long is long? It will actually be 13 years in March. So I have just attached the little spring ring to the chain. What, isn't that what you're supposed to do? It's not the equipment I come with, so. So this has given me an extender chain on this necklace, so I can so I can then clip a clasp or hook a clasp into any link of this chain to make it sit underneath what I want it to sit underneath. I also really the Beading Dreams OnlyFans is a myth. So I also really like these for necklace extenders, and they are, these are technically designed to be for bracelets. So you would add a two-ended charm in the middle, and then you can attach it around your wrist. And this is a smart bead, which is filled with silicone, so you can just slide it up and down until you get to just the right spot. Well, we're open 1 to 6 Monday through Saturday, but we're here before 1 and streaming after 6 and doing repairs on our off time, and frequently here on Sundays, and we do classes and parties and things like that. So yes and no, we are open 30 hours a week, but we are working a lot more than that. So anyway, with this kind of thing, I can add this to the end of a necklace and make the necklace shorter or longer, and significantly shorter or longer, because yes, we need a bouncer. Keiko. No comment. No comment on that at all. So it's gone so far off the rails. I'm sorry. I hope people are actually learning something useful tonight, even though, yeah. So they're really great, and they're cute little bracelets, but they're also really wonderful for a necklace because you can get an extra, let's see, how long is that? You can get an extra 10 inches, and who doesn't need an extra 10 inches? Sorry. There's a hair in my, in my mouth. You can get an extra 10 inches on your necklace if you use one of these, because you can either attach your necklace directly to it, or if you want to do, it is not, Beading Dreams After Dark starts in about 35 or 40 minutes, depending on how long tech support takes. So and then I'm going to start having bourbon, and then all bets are off. So welcome to the crew, Havoc. What do you think? So you can either make this removable with you're back to that. So you can make it removable with little clips on the end, or you can just attach it directly to your necklace. And there's another there's another technique that you can use that I love that Allison does. If you have a necklace with one of the, decorative carabiner clips, or one of the any kind of clip that you would wear in the front and hang a charm from, you can absolutely link multiples of those together to give yourself a little extra length. And it's pretty too, because they are designed to sit there and be pretty. So I could put, a chain, 3 or 4 of these on and make that whatever length I want as well. And then I don't have anything hanging down. And last option that I like to use for extending things to whatever exact length I want is, oh, and I also brought this as an example, one of my necklaces. I like to make pendants and things like that out of bronze metal clay. So this is one of my pieces, and this has a smart bead on the cord, so I can just put that over my head and pull the smart bead to make it whatever length I want. So you can do cord as well with a smart bead if you don't have a bracelet piece. The last thing is, and I don't have time to show it tonight because I do need to get offline so I can get ready for the sale and look for moss agate for Corvus. Anything else anyone want me to grab between sales besides bourbon? Because I know everyone wants me to grab bourbon, because yeah. So another thing I like to do, Mary, hi! Another thing I like to do is I like to put a macrame closure on, and that's actually really wonderful for people who have mobility issues or sensitivities to metal, because then you can put fiber at the back and you can have the square knot pull closure. You can do that on a necklace, so you can have a beaded necklace, and yeah, fun and inexpensive things to add to your hoard. Okay. Shaquille, what happened to the other girl? And no, it's not necessarily a bad sign. Okay, well, we'll get into it another night. But yeah. Shaquille, you should just join our Discord and start. Yeah, exactly. I mean, okay, sometimes I have said it's nice to meet you, but it's really obvious. I'm obvious, so I don't think anyone is gonna. I legitimately will tell you it's nice to meet you if I think it's nice to meet you. Now, if she said nice to have met you, then no, that's off. It's over. Sorry, bud. But if she said just it's nice to meet you, that isn't necessarily the kiss of death. Anyway, so macrame closure is wonderful. You can do that at the end of a beaded piece or a chain or whatever you want. So anybody have any questions about what we talked about tonight besides Shaquille? No questions? Well, my name is Heather. I have been filling in for Allison. I'm usually on that side, but we've got Jenny filling in for me tonight. So I'm Allison and Jenny is Heather. We do sell the components for extender making. And okay, well, Shaquille, that does sound pretty promising. Yeah. Anyway, so join us right back here at Twitch TV /Beading Dream for a wonderful sale where we have a lot of fun, even if, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're probably okay, Shaquille. So you're in with a chance at least. Even if you are not in the market for beads, you can absolutely come hang out with us. We have an indulgence game that's fun to play, and as you can see with your compatriots in the chat, there are some really hilarious people who love us just as much as we love them. So come back and see us. We will be right back here in about half an hour. Or bad dating advice, yes. We'll be right back here in about half an hour or so, artistic time. And we will see you then. Thank you so much for being here, and bye for now.
You said artistic time?
Yes.
I like that.